right, perfect. So welcome everyone to Connect to Replenish. This is our edition on the cultural economy, this Haitian cultural economy that is so dear to many people's hearts. So today we're going to take the time to share some insights, to dissect a few of the points, and end with what we together as a group feel are some key points for reinforcing this dear cultural economy that needs a lot of boost, a lot of help. So today we have four very special speakers. We have Alain B. Augustin, who's sharing insights on enabling creatives. So the creative minds, whether it's arts, whether it's crafts, whether it's music, film, all of the above. We have Chef Ron Duprat, who is an expert on working those cultural networks. We know that he's been featured on several culinary shows that have had a wide, broad coverage, and he's even started several businesses on the side within the culinary world to be able to capitalize on his talents and his networks. For the second panel, we have Karel Per, which I want to say everyone knows parce que monsieur a blast tout côté on all media platforms. And he definitely has an expertise on reaching wider audiences and making sure that, you know, the cultural scene gets the limelight and the attention that it deserves. And then last but not least, we'll have Vladimir Laborde, who's been working behind the scenes mostly on public policies, what governments can put in place to support the cultural economy, not only on a national scale, but also on an international scale. So that's the quick introduction that I have for the speakers. My colleague Stacy is going to go in a bit more details into what they're bringing into the scenes. But before that, there's an important question that I want us to start off with as people who clearly see the value of the cultural economy, and to start us off as a check-in, you know, bringing everyone into the space, into the discussion. We have a check-in question for everyone. So we're going to share this link because we're using a technology platform called Mural, and within our sessions, we use this platform to gather data, gather insights. As Replenish 509, one of the things that we've tasked ourselves with, mostly because a big gap that you see post discussions is, okay, we spoke about great things, and then what? It's that follow-up that is usually lacking. So Replenish 509 is committed to boosting the cultural economy. So this collaborative tool is important to ensure that we don't miss all the good things that are stated within these conversations, and also allow people to make sure that their points are properly understood and taken into consideration. So Stacey has shared an app within the Zoom chat. I'm going to ask everyone who can, especially those who are connected via your laptop, to click on this link, and I'll see you guys on this mural board. All right, I see some folks are in there. People are coming in. Very, very good. Okay, more and more people are coming in. Thank you very much. What I will do as well, I'm going to share my screen because I know it's complicated for those who are not connected on your laptops, those who are connected on your phone, to be able to see this properly. All right, everyone see the screen?
Yep.
So this is our famous mural board that we use for all of our sessions. And I'm completely zoomed out just so that you guys can see the full path. So every time we use this same board, and this is our path right in the middle. So we're right here, March 11th. Last session, we had a conversation on national production and boosting, doing a tête ensemble on national production. today we're talking about cultural heritage, and then next session, we're going to talk about diaspora integration. Okay, so I am going to summon everyone to this part. Okay, for those of you who are connected directly, have you been summoned? Okay, so this is an overview of what we're doing today. So we're going to do the check-in now. We're going to have one panel, the first panel, which will be Alambi and Chef Ron Duprat. We're going to have a Q&A following that. And then we're going to move on to the second panel and have a Q&A as well. And then we're going to do a brainstorming on diaspora integration. So that's going to be our day today. What we're looking forward to is really in-depth conversations. We're not strangers. We're all professionals, you know, getting straight to the meat, get straight to the core of the conversation. Okay, so to start us off, the first question that I'm going to ask everyone, including our panelists. Okay, we're over here in the check-in session. Is everyone following? Everyone good? All right, very good. So our first question, wait, I just want to make sure Ron and Christian are back. Are you guys back? Not yet. Okay. So we're going to go on to our first question, and it's really an open floor. People are more than welcome to put their answers within any of the boxes. Just choose any box you want, or à vive voix, unmute yourself and let's just talk. So the first question is, do you think culture is one of Haiti's most significant assets? And why? Do you think culture is one of Haiti's most significant assets, and why? Leaving a few seconds for everyone to kind of think that through, but please just unmute and share your thoughts. Open floor. All right, Kyle, I'm going to pass it on to you because I know you know.
All right. Thank you. We always say that. Like il say, pigo richesse que nous gagnons, and the only thing that we can really export to the world. Parce que Haïti est un pays agricole encore, que un peu le monde te connaît. So I think, of course, yes, culture is definitely our biggest cultural asset. And when I talk about culture, I talk about everything in the culture sphere: music, arts, cuisine, façon nous marcher, façon nous y, façon nous loud, and everything that makes us Haitians, you know. And but at the same time, I think also we never have that opportunity to focus on how we can use that asset to create economic growth within Haiti, but also the other diaspora as well. And I do think the biggest problem that we have in Haiti, dans tout secteur, c'est que our problème politique que nous gagnons toujours justement retarder croissance dans tout niveau. Quel que soit le monde qui dans n'importe quel secteur pour dire que hey, m'te sous telle route, m'te fait tel bagay, and then boom, this happened and that happened. And right now, in the situation that we're in, we can always, parce que culture là, nous, our creators, we were just talking about the girls creating those murals and Jeremy, and we, arts and culture, nous vivons ça, nous tout grand pile talent pour lui, but at the same time, lack of infrastructure, the political and economical problem that we have, fait que nous pas capable d'exploiter assets, because when you look at like the few Haitians qui vivent dans n'importe quel niveau de culture, exporter œuvres, et gain reconnaissance internationale, ça sont petits gouttes dans la quantité ça que nous-mêmes nous capables vraiment exporter, but at the same time, those who did it, c'est parce que vous peut-être une petite opportunité avec un petit encadrement. Donc, juste imaginer que nous avons une structure qui t'a produit, non, des Michael Brun, qui t'a produit des Philippe Dodor, qui t'a produit des Edwidge Dantika, etc. Nous t'a take over the world like no instant. And I think, of course, yes, this is our biggest asset, but unfortunately, our situations pas permettre que nous exploiter pour nous créer richesse dans le pays. That's my thought.
Very well said. I think you nailed it. And I'm so glad we're recording that session because you just dropped some gems, Karel. Thank you for that. Anyone else want to make a comment before we move on to the panelists?
Hi, everyone. It's Magali Dres. And can I just share one thought with you? I'm very thankful that you're organizing this. And one thing I'd like to add to what Karel said, because he nailed it, is that we underestimate the size of the economy of the cultural industry in the world. And from experience, I have to say that Haiti is in a key position to, as Karel said, take over the world on many, many levels. But there's another missing piece, which is what Replenish could do, is the connection to the world. We're missing that bridge that serves as access to different markets. And that's one thing that I see that you have aligned for today's discussions. And this is something that's blocking a lot of our brilliant talent to get out there because they're disconnected. And more what we're living today, this disconnect is becoming wider. So Replenish, by connecting us not only in Haiti, but also outside through diaspora into the bigger international market, is going to really nail this, build this bridge for this gap. Because what we've seen, it's not the opportunities that are not there. It's how do we grab them? How do we build a structure that people just flourish and bloom into what they know and not become a player of different level to make them successful? And that's where people lose interest. Because when you have to be every single link of the maillon, you cannot continue to be sustainable. So that's what I would like to add. And thank you so much for inviting me. And I look forward to all of the comments that I'm going to hear today.
Oh, I love those gems that you just dropped, Magali. And I think it's so important, especially that last point that you made, in the sense that, you know, in Haiti, I feel like oftentimes people have to become des tutsis. So they think they can do every single thing. And it's, you know, I firmly believe we need to stop doing that. On doit valoriser les compétences nécessaires and really enable that the different moving parts, you have people that are qualified and competent, focused on that part so that the bigger picture actually happens. Thank you so much for that, Magali. Really appreciate it. Eh bien, très bien. I think you guys set the stage and got the juices flowing in everyone's minds, I hope. So I'm going to pass it on to my colleague, Stacy, to introduce the next part.